Lubbers Science Extravaganza has just landed, and as you can tell, in Seattle, it is almost 12 noon. It is 11:58 a.m. But back in North Carolina, it is 3 p.m. I haven't changed my watch yet. So you are about to be getting out of school, but people here are just eating lunch. That tells us we've changed 3 time zones, 15 degrees of longitude for each one, about 45 degrees. Science in action. Our first nature encounter in the Pacific Northwest is a jellyfish of some sort. 8th graders, you'll know by looking at it, not likely to be a fossilized remain due to the fact that it's made of soft parts, and you can tell the scavengers are already after it. And this is our first view of the Puget Sound. That is Canada, the city of Vancouver. And this is our beautiful Puget Sound, as far northwest as you can go and still be in the United States. That is Canada. Hi, Mr. Lubbers here, and we have found a strange and interesting thing. Many of you may say, whoa, that's a plant. Actually, no, this is an algae. It's kelp, but it's actually in the algae family. It grows here in the Pacific Northwest on this long whip-like thing, and it actually attaches to the bottom with something called a holdfast, which is like its root system. But it might look disgusting, but in all actuality, it's edible and delicious. Tastes like nature. The bald eagle, perhaps about to fly or attack me, hard to say at this point, but he's definitely curious and wondering why I'm so close to his perch. Note the beautiful white head, not really bald at all, but white feathers and a white tail, a giant hooked bill. It waits, looking for a free meal out here in the Puget Sound. What a beautiful spot. Alright class, we've just stumbled onto a baby seal, possibly the cutest animal in the universe. Oh, and he just perked up and he's kind of looking at us. Baby seal. Warning, do not feed or harass the seals. Strange and interesting fish with 2 eyes on top and no eyes on the other side. It is a dead flounder. Hello, Lake North Classical Academy students. Here we are, close to the Pacific Ocean in Washington State. Found a couple scientific artifacts. Come closer and check out our specimens. So the first thing I wanted to show you is the shell. Many of you recognize the common clam or bivalve. Go together like so. Part of our ocean ecosystem. But next I found a dead Dungeness crab with barnacles growing on it, and nothing is inside it. Empty on the inside, and that's because this is its exoskeleton. Exo meaning external. And growing on top of it, and also on top of all these posts, are barnacles, which don't look like they are alive, but inside here is a little critter that's going to wait for the tide to come up, and as it does, its little hand will come out, grabbing plankton and feeding on it. So it's just waiting in its little home for the ocean to rise back up, covered up so it can feed. More science extravaganza yet to come. We found another strange and interesting creature here in the Pacific Northwest. A beautiful starfish, which is purple, and that's where it gets its name, the purple piesaster. And it actually has something right here that I believe is called an eye spot. It looks like a piece of sand, but it actually helps the starfish tell when it's day, when it's night. And not a true eye, of course, like ours. But strange and interesting creatures. Be free, starfish, be free! The Lubbers Extravaganza heads out to sea! Welcome, science students, to the San Juan Island Archipelago. We're out on a whale watching trip looking for all different marine critters. We're coming up on a small island that has harbor seals and sea lions. Stay tuned. Lubbers Science Extravaganza, now looking at the enormous sea lion out there, the Steller sea lion, which is over 15 feet long and waddling across the rocky beach. Makes those tiny little harbor seals look like little specks out there. Surf scoter ducks. Hard to see right now, but there's a couple of porpoises out there. Dall's porpoise, which is a black and white porpoise like a dolphin. San Juan Islands. Hey students, this is an interesting rock cliff. It's made out of sandstone, which is made out of sedimentary rock.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Lubbers Science Extravaganza. I am one of the 3 Lubbers. I'm Ryan's brother Ben, and we're here at a bird rookery, and that's where birds nest and hang out. And they're cormorants that live on these rocks, and all that white on those rocks is their feces. And they jump off and feed, and they sit back out on those rocks and paint them white with their feces. So you can always tell where birds were because they paint the rocks white. And this island's called Bear Island, and is...
Oh, seals are coming in the water.
Seals are also hanging out here, but they don't have white poop.
Look at them.
Hello, Lake Lure Classical Academy Science students. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Mr. Lubbers Science Extravaganza. Remember, everything that you saw in this video is about the Puget Sound ecosystem. And ecology is a study of living and non-living things and how they interact in their environment. So remember, no matter where you are and where you go, you're in our ecosystem, and science is everywhere. So have fun, keep learning, and we'll see you soon. I'm off to my brother's wedding. See you later.